Yo, what's up? Um, Rap Avalos. Uh, I don't know if anybody saw my first video about anxiety depression, but um, I just wanted to let people know about how I feel and how everyone else feels with anxiety depression. Um, a lot of people don't know what the fuck, like, a lot of people don't know, like, what I'm talking about when I talk about anxiety depression and shit. People just kind of like, um, people kind of just like see it as like something like a phase or maybe like something like to the point that there's really nothing going on with yourself, but it's really a thing, like it's bad. And you know probably this happened to me like the past 2 Fridays from this day. So I've been going on with this for about probably like 2 weeks now. um and it gets bad and it gets good. Like you go up and down, you go up and down, up and down, up and down. So a lot of people don't really pinpoint like what's wrong with them. Like you see a lot of these like so-called therapists, and they don't really know what's happening with you. Like they just kind of see it like, oh, they just like, yeah, the breathing technique works, but the thoughts just keep running through your head, and it sucks. So I wanted to just let you guys know like my take and how I cope with it for the most part, because it been bothering me since, and I've been dealing with this for like almost near all my life, like probably like since I was probably like 10 years old. It was bad, and then it'll get, like, then it'll completely go away, and it'll come back, and it'll completely go away, and it'll come back, and it'll completely go away. So anxiety, depression, uh, you know, intrusive thoughts, suicidal tendencies, all those problems all lead from what? Anxiety and stress. So one thing I try not to do is stress myself. I like to work out. So one thing I try to do is work out. Although, like, I know it's probably hard for a lot of you to work out because you got that feeling of you're probably agoraphobic at this point. If I'm like, I don't know everybody, and I hope this video goes viral. Like, I hope people watch this. Like, you might be agoraphobic, like you can't even leave your home because the point you got to the point that you can't even function. Like, so I see a lot of people, they rely on like the government, they rely on Social Security for disability. I never got I never got diagnosed with this disorder, because I always figured a way how to get out of it. So I never really got diagnosed. But this time around, I'm gonna get diagnosed because financially I've been making poor decisions. So I'm gonna have to like basically throw in the white flag and say, hey, I'm not feeling good, and I need to fucking collect disability because I can't fucking function anymore like I used to. Like before, I used to just cope. Like I'll have anxiety, I'll be like, just anxiety, and just let it fucking be what it is. But it becomes a compulsive disorder, and you become very, very mentally unstable to the point that you can't even focus anymore. You can't even like function in society like you used to, because you're constantly thinking and worried about things that really don't even matter. Like, and then you start to have all those thoughts that you never really had before. Like, because like I'll say like 3 weeks ago, I was fine. I was money, bro. I was just doing my thing, working a job, playing video games, trying to get my goals through, working out and doing my thing. I was like fine. But for some reason, that Friday, like that past 2 Fridays ago, it just started to like affect me like really bad. Like it's like I was like, yo, why am I feeling like this? Like I'm driving to work, mind you. I drive 22 minutes away from where I live at. So I basically had to drive, I basically had to drive 22 minutes from my job. So I'm here getting these thoughts, like I'm driving my car and I'm thinking about like crashing. Like I'm like, why am I thinking like this? Like, why am I thinking like I'm gonna crash? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I want to crash? And then another thing is that I felt like my thumb was bending all the way over here. I don't know why that even came to thought. It's like a crazy thought. Like, why would you think like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you think you're gonna bend your finger up to here? Like, it doesn't make any sense. So, you know, like these thoughts started bothering me. So, you know, first thing I thought was my blood pressure, because I have bad blood pressure and I have bad fucking cholesterol. So I was like, I gotta fix my cholesterol, because every time I get these panic attacks and when I feel like anxious, my blood pressure drops like crazy. Like I like my heart starts to race and my blood pressure starts to drop. Like all the blood from here, like my face, it's raining, so you're gonna hear like some raindrops. But from here to here, it feels like all of this goes to my stomach, and it's insanity. It's like, yo, what the hell is going on with me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what the hell is this? And then you start to get all these thoughts. It's like running, but you don't want to do any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get all these thoughts, and you get all these intrusive thoughts. Like, you want to hurt somebody, or you want to do this, or you want to do that. But and even suicidal thoughts, which is very scary. It's very scary. That thought is super scary, because you feel like hopeless. You feel like you're worthless. Like you have no point, you know. And that's all that shit like really starts to affect you, and it starts to bother me like a lot. And you know, the docs, like I had to go to the hospital on Thursday. But when I went to the hospital, I was even more scared. I was like in fear. I was like feared. I was scared for my life. I was like, yo, I feel even worse being in the hospital. Like, I want to go home now. So, in conclusion, basically what I'm trying to say is this is like a phase, but I think there's more to it than what a lot of people think. Because a lot of people just give up. They're just like, oh, you know what? I need to take meds. I need to go get Social Security, you know, and I can't function anymore. I don't think that's it, man. I think that your mind is just playing tricks on you, man. Like, and I feel like you gotta like really check yourself, like see what you're doing wrong in life, because I feel like that's really the key to OCD and pure O and all that shit, like, and anxiety and depression, all this shit, because you're stressing about it. And you got to really figure out what really is wrong with you, you know what I'm saying, like, and pinpoint that problem, because if you're not, then you're just going to keep feeling like shit. And you know, I'm going through the motions now, and I don't want to feel like this anymore, you know. Like, in 3 months I want to feel like I was back like I used to, like how I used to be, like it was beautiful. And you know, I took that time for granted, you know, sometimes, like, and you know, I feel like sometimes you gotta really like open up and just be like, yo, I'm like throwing the white flag and just be like, yo, I don't feel well, man. Like, and tell somebody, just let them know, like, yo, I'm not feeling well. Like, I spoke to my cousins that I haven't spoke to for a while. I'm sorry, like the battery's almost dying. I spoke to my cousins that I haven't spoke to for a while, and that helped me a lot, because it's like I kept myself in the shell. There was one point that, like, for like 5 months, I kept myself in like a shell, like in a rock. Like I just like, I was just super like kind of introverted, and I would just like pretty much not fucking with anybody. And I'm basically gonna explain this in the next video, because this is a very good topic as well, and this is the reason why you probably have it, especially for men. I can't really say it for women, but for men, it's gonna be for the next video. But sometimes you want to get out that lonely isolation, and the next video I'm gonna make is about loneliness. So this is Rep Avalos. I hope this like kind of motivates you to change maybe your ways and thinking and the ways that you process things. This might not make sense to a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys are probably like really hopeless, but I just want to hear feedback, you know what I mean? Because like, feedback is the best thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody could actually view this video and make it like a little viral, and we all just kind of like express ourselves, this will be more intrusive. Like, this will be intrusive, you hear me? It'll be more like interactive, so then we can all get out of this shit, because this is really not anything severe, you know, like compared to like somebody breaking their fucking arm. You know, it's just like a mental illness, you know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't really affect anybody. Everybody should just feel like great about themselves. And that's the fucking beauty of life, is that you actually get to fucking wake up every morning and actually enjoy the fucking day. You know what I mean? You breathe every day is beautiful. So every day should feel like a beautiful day. It's like you woke up, and you should have meaning. You should have thoughts. So I hope this video goes somewhere, and I hope people share this video, and eventually I hope people can answer the questions, or if you went through this, or if you're still going through this, you know, I just want to hear your feedback. And yeah, Rep Avalos, peace.